Why am I so awkward? Hey guys, so with exams coming up, I thought I would do some more targeted revision videos. So today I thought I would share with you some revision techniques which I have been using for GCSE history. I use several different methods of revision and resources from which I obtain information. So I wanted to share that with you today so you can get a bit of motivation if you haven't already. I do know history is one of the harder GCSEs, so it's quite hard to get into and revise, so I hope I can give you a bit of motivation. And with that being said, let's get on with the video. So this is my history folder for paper 2. I do have a folder for paper 1, but that's not with me right now, but I just thought I'd show you this. So for mocks, this is basically all I did. My revision was just writing my maps for everything, and it kind of, doing this gets it all in your head, but it doesn't help you learn it. It just means that you know all the content or you've gone over it at one point. So my topics are 1920s America, Depression and Vietnam. So I've got a little thing for each one. So if I need to know something, I can just go to the page in here and it has everything. And I transferred my class notes into here just because they're over a few books and I thought it would be a good revision just to write it all out again. Today's I'm going to be doing Vietnam. And now that I know all the content, I need to refine it for exam questions. So this is just a messy, rough book. In here, I've just got a question. This is 1920s exam questions. And at first I was just writing plans and bullet points and writing out stuff that I missed and just checking over that. But then here, this is when I started Vietnam, and I just wrote out the answers without looking at my work, and then I'd look at the mark scheme and then I'd write out stuff that I missed from the folder. As of now, I'm focusing my revision around exam questions, so usually I'll just get up the AQA website and find a past paper which I can do questions for, and I usually focus on one topic at a time and do all the papers and answer the questions on that topic and then move to the next topic. So today I was just searching for Vietnam, and once I found my question I just started writing the answer. And for the revision purposes, I write more than I should, so I write every point that I can think of, not just the 2 or 3 points that you need to write in an exam, because it means that there's more things that I'm going over, and then there's more things that I can check over and make sure I got them right. So yeah, I'll just usually write out my answer in as much detail as I can remember, and after that I'll pick out a pen and I will start marking it and just checking from the mark scheme which points I missed so that I know what to revise and go over. And if I realise that I've done really badly, I will rewrite the answer completely before marking it. So here is me just marking my answer, and usually my answers started off quite bad, but they've got a lot better recently, so yeah. And I also go through and highlight all the bits which I did include which are in the mark scheme, because then it helps you see where your points are and where you can go off. So yeah, and then after that I got out my folder and I included all the stats and interesting facts which I forgot about, because my folder's got my book notes in it which are basically facts and stuff like that, and it's important to include statistics to back up your ideas in history. And then after that I just find it interesting to read the examiner's report to see how other people interpreted the question and what the examiner was looking for. And it helps me write down other ideas or write down a little note about how to answer the question. And then after that I started writing my 12 marker, which took me a really long time. 12 markers take me ages, but I find them really good because you get your free spag marks, which means that you're basically getting 9 free marks in your exam if your spelling is correct and all of that. So yeah, I just wrote that, and I wrote a lot more points than I needed to, but as I said, it helps me go over more when I'm writing out more than I need to. And then I went back onto the mark scheme and I just checked over everything again, checking what I got and I didn't get. And I did miss a couple of things still. I always miss a couple of things which maybe I haven't thought of before. But yeah, so then I just marked it and highlighted it and got back out my notes, and because this is a big question I had to use a lot of notes, and I had to go get my class notes to find this specific fact, which I thought was really good. And it took me a while because I didn't know which book it was in, but I found it eventually. Sometimes I like to look at my poster wall, which is basically a wall full of sticky notes where the facts are all summarised very briefly. So I've just got the very, very important things written down, and this can be really useful. The only problem is that I tend not to look at it, but yeah, I need to finish it as well because I've only got the notes on paper 1. But I found this really useful, and I feel like I'm going to start looking at it a lot more soon. So I hope this helped you, and I hope you are all doing well in your revision and aren't stressing too much about exams. I know you guys will all be fine. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye!